Hey everybody, welcome back. And it's been a couple months since I started working on the Porsche 911 GT1 Street. And I was trying to figure out why in the world did it take me so long from finishing the chassis 2 months ago to getting to the body. And I had to make some notes, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing. So I like this one because it was a blank slate. This is my first kit, so it's pretty nice and basic. I had no idea how difficult the decals would be. They are intense. Probably not as intense as others, but hey, for those of y'all who have done these Tamiya kits, wow, kudos. I have no idea where this is on the spectrum of difficulty, but it was intense. Of course, with my first kit, I decided to do a custom paint job. Why not? I did custom decals. Max Custom Design and Prints did these awesome medical decals to do like an EMS theme. And then 3D parts. Got some 3D light buckets and the tail lights from Tamiya. And then while I was figuring all that out, I decided, hey, I should probably figure out how to do the right paint color. I have never painted a light colored body, so what happens if you put different last layer? So a lot of these have the exact same first 4 coats, and then the last coat was something different, silver or white. Drastic difference. So that took a little bit of time. And then I've used smaller lights on this than I've ever used on anything before. I have a video on it, but just an example is this is a 3mm, and what's this one called? A Z. Very small. Difficult to work with, but hey, why not? And then the decals in general, the doctor getting these AREU, which is the theme I went with. So as I was looking for what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, I came across like Mad Mustang and there's a couple others that I can't think of. But I came across this actual Porsche Panamera over in, I think it's Milan, Italy. And it had 2 different liveries on it. This one is for organ transplant delivery, I guess, from hospital to hospital or airport to the hospital, that final mile. But then for the Italian Grand Prix, they took that off and they put doctor on it. And I'm from Daytona Beach, so that one kind of was like, great, that could get to a doctor, to a trapped driver. And it's a whole lot easier than all those little orange letters. So went with that option. And I, took some liberties of my own with some of the paint, and as compared to the other one. And, that's kind of what I did. All right, so, from there, I have, a wife. I have 3 little kids, 4, 9, and 11. I have a job. Then there was Thanksgiving and Christmas, and now New Year's. Recording this on January 2nd. Hopefully it'll post on January 3rd. Happy birthday to me. And just did some general things like shoe glue to put the lights in place. I'd used some silver, like aluminum heating and ventilation tape to help block out the lights. I'll show you here in a minute. I used just some clear cellophane tape right now to put some LEDs in the windows. Got LEDs here in the mirrors, and I got some more in the back. And then I want to compliment Werner with Lane Boys RC. He's amazing. He's got these light controllers, and I can't even remember the number of pages. I want to say there's like over 20 pages of code here on how these lights actually work. And again, this was a first for me. I'm used to using this large one, which controls like headlights, brake lights, reverse lights, turn signals, and there's 16 pins there. And like in my tactical, I have 2 of these, one for the strobes and then one for the function lights. Well, this and this are the same. They except for you have to learn how to solder on these tiny little pads. I didn't know how to do that. I do now. I learned a lot with this car. And then just a very simple switch that then will control the secondary pattern. So this controls all the headlights, brake lights, turn signals, as well as reverse lights. And then one pad on here, and then this control the 2 different strobe functions. So again, I learned a lot. It's wonderful. I will probably, if I get another one of these kits, do it up in the other livery, now that I know what I know and know how to do things. But I've definitely expanded myself on this, and then just going to use this little USB interface is how you can load that program onto these the devices. So this is like an international car. These come from Singapore. The light buckets came from Germany. These came from Texas, and all kinds of other things. The only other thing I'll point out before we'll get into the lights is I haven't decided on the wheels. I think that it needs something more. I did add orange wheel nuts to this side, not exactly the exact right color, but I do like how it pops a little bit better than just the silver. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let me get you set back up so you can actually see the lights function. Alright, so here we are, and this is on the left side of your screen. Should be some pictures of the actual one. Over in Milan, again, it's a Porsche Panamera, not a 911 GT1 Street, but hey, I like what I like. I do have some custom fade orange in here, on the sides. Just a custom emergency fade, if you will. I'll go along the back, along the sides. That was something brand new that I learned by accident, but I like it. And then if I click the button once, you get your lights on. If I want to, I can flash high beams, get out of the way. I can go high beams. I can actually turn on all the emergency indicators. You see we got lights here, here. It's not showing up well right now there. Got one here, here. Oh yeah, that one came loose. Oh well. Well, I'll deal with that later. But then I can turn those off, and then I can go emergency. And so this was fun. I drilled holes here and here in the mirrors, routed the wires down through the car, got the wig-wag going. Again, thanks Werner over at Lane Boys RC for writing that program. Added here on the side, and then again got the wig-wag going with those lights in the back. Drilled holes here, stuck those in, and routed them in, and then I can just turn them off, and they go. And then if I want to go, I hit the brakes. After I hit the brakes, I can back up, hit the brakes. I got turn signals on the side. Cancels after a moment. I turn the other way. As I go, stop. There it is, the Porsche 911 GT1 Street AREU, Where Are You? Emergency Edition. Got my emergency flashers going, got my wig-wags going. Hope you like it. I've made myself smile. Hopefully I made you smile as well. Have a great day.